Still getting married, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Till death do you part.
I suppose that's how it goes, eh? You would know better than me.
Through sickness and health and all that, eh?
That's what I hear.
Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible.
Is it?
Well, I don't know. You gonna put that ring on her finger?
Yeah, I think that's how it goes.
You think that's gonna stop her from screwing a teenager? No, don't.
Okay.
Lock her up. Keep her at home. Lock her in the basement. That's what I'm telling you, buds.
Yeah,
It's the only way. It's the only way to keep a wife.
Okay, well, unfortunately you had your situation go awry, and I'm sorry about that, but my situation will be different.
You think so?
Yeah,
You think so, eh?
I know so.
I offered Charity to come home. I told her I forgave her. You know what she said to me?
What?
We gotta go to marriage counseling because we got a few things to fix. We got a few things to fix. She's got a few things to fix, you understand?
Right.
You know what I'm saying right there? Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing? Good news. Good news, we got a gig at the Phase 3 Mall.
The what?
The Phase 3 Mall, we're playing at the food court. A 6-week gig. A 6-weeker.
Oh,
Okay, could you at least call me before you accept these fantastic gigs?
It's a good thing she's a lesbian. She could ruin a man. Ruin him.
There must have been something in the water, or maybe it was a full moon today, but I tell you, it was like the Upper Canada Rebellion in that office today. Outrageous.
Really?
Oh yeah. You didn't
What?
notice?
No, I didn't
my God.
notice.
Well, there's Stephanie, first of all. I know I specifically stated in the manual 2 washroom breaks a day. Well, she must have taken 15. I had to chase her down several times to get her to pay in the penalty jar. I wrenched my neck looking under a bathroom
Well,
stall for her, but her shoes were there.
Well, she had the stomach flu.
Oh, well.
Yeah, very uncomfortable.
Well,
all
she
day.
should have said something then. Well, what about Winnie? I'm looking for her. She was supposed to do some filing for me ages ago, and she's on a 2.5-hour lunch. Now, I've seen that woman eat. She's like a rabid animal. She could have her lunch down in 5 minutes. So what the heck was she doing? Probably out sneaking a cigarette. She doesn't think that I know. I know everything. I have eyes in the back of my head.
Well, you know, it was her grandfather's funeral today.
Well,
Yeah. Well, she should have told you.
she
was
should
trying
have
to
told me
explain.
exactly. I don't know.
Hello.
I guess I'm just a little on edge. I don't know. This whole Evelyn thing is driving me nuts.
Why, what's that?
The Jules' daughter. She's trying to split us up.
You know what? I have a little something for you here.
Oh, great.
It's my invoice.
Oh, yay.
Now listen, it's a little bigger than perhaps you're expecting. I did a lot of research involved. I had to hire a private detective.
Don't even
expensive.
Don't even worry about it. All right, this is worth more than you could ever charge. I just wish there was more a way I could repay you. You know?
Hi, sorry, Doc. Sorry.
That's okay.
Mr. O'Doul, hi. My name's Randy. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
I've heard a lot about you, and I'm in a bit of a quandary right now. I'm just wondering if I need some legal advice. I was wondering if I could. Sorry to interrupt. By the way.
Go ahead.
The thing is, my daughter, she's like 8 months old. I'm sort of. It looks to be like a bit of a custody battle between myself and my daughter's mother.
I was bragging about you.
Yeah, and so that's how I know,
Thanks
because
so
I know
much.
you're a great lawyer. So I just wanted to know, because there's a chance there might be a court battle. But the thing is, my daughter's mother was shot in the head by accident on this train actually, and she's got brain damage. Well, I think she's got brain. She's getting better. Anyways, she wants to have full custody of our daughter, and I'm not sure if she's really ready for it. But she's threatened to use her lawyers to get our daughter back. So I'm just wondering, do I need a lawyer? Like, should I? What should I do?
You know what? I would just work it out with the brain-damaged mother in some way. If I'm following you at all,
Right.
stay out of court.
Yeah.
Because even brain-damaged mothers generally get custody.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Sure.
Sorry.
Anytime. You know that guy?
Yeah,
What a legal mooch.
I know he's real cheap.
He wasn't even subtle about trying to get free legal.
No, he's very unsubtle. That's his thing, an unsubtle, cheap mooch.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Imagine my surprise. I'm standing there and I see you. What are you doing on the train, Kathy?
I normally take the next train. Well, the one after that.
Okay.
A couple trains later.
Are you staying at work late or?
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm the new person. I want to make sure that I'm
Right.
up to speed and that I
course.
make a good impression.
Yes. Well, you don't have to worry about that. You're doing great.
Oh, thanks. That means a lot. It's kind of daunting, but it's really exciting too.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you cut your hair? It looks great.
Yeah, that was a toupee. It was a hairpiece, actually.
A hairpiece?
Yeah, I wanted to try something and.
Oh my gosh, you
just-
couldn't
it
even
was-
tell. I thought that was your hair.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I thought, wow, that's a great head of hair.
Thanks. No, I don't know. I guess in the end it wasn't me, so. I
Right.
just-
Well, you know, you're lucky. You've got that kind of face, so you can wear it either really short or long. You know.
Thanks. that's
This is
very
it for
nice.
me. One hairstyle. It's never gonna change.
That's good. So you are enjoying work? Everything?
Oh yeah, no,
going
everything's
great?
been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's. I actually have just one problem, but it's not really
What?
important. It's not really about the work or anything. It's
No,
just,
is somebody bothering you?
no, it's nothing like that. It's just
Okay.
well, it's kind of my card. Like it doesn't get me into the bathroom.
Right.
That Evelyn's got me in a tizzy. I mean, she is a right little bee with an itch, if you know what I mean. I mean, just a horrible, manipulative girl.
Yeah, oh, you've got your hands full with that one. She just
say
sounds
that
awful
again.
to me.
Oh,
I wouldn't put up with it.
I'm sure she's not that bad.
Oh, what about she phoned to leave a message for Jewel, and this girl, this lazy brat, said, "Oh, I can't take a message. The pen's across the room. I'm not gonna do it." What kind of person is that?
Wow.
And then she tried to take her out for coffee. Remember, you were
Yeah,
trying to reach
yeah,
out to
yeah.
her. She said, "No, I'm tired. Could you bring the coffee to me?" The coffee shop was only 2 blocks away from her house.
That's a little weird. It's a little high maintenance.
Yes, very high maintenance.
Well-
she should move out. She should move out.
She is high maintenance. That's what I mean. Well, I guess it was tough for her to come down. She is in a wheelchair. She's got muscular dystrophy, so I mean that might have impeded her. But still, she's
What
a
is
brat.
wrong with you?
What?
She's in a wheelchair? Well, you can still be polite. I mean, I don't know the situation. I wasn't there. Oh, dear.
Angelina Jolie or Jennifer Aniston? Which one?
Angelina Jolie in
Why?
a heartbeat.
Why?
Because she's dirty.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And that's why he chose her. You
yeah,
know?
right.
He tried to settle down and be all normal, right? Who was he with before Jennifer Aniston?
I don't know.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Nice girl.
Nice girl, but normal. She named her
Plain.
kid Apple. Boring.
Exactly.
She named her kid after a computer.
Lay on your back, keep the lights off, that kind of deal, right? Angelina Jolie, she'll cut you. She'll knife you when you're on top of her, right?
Yeah,
she'll put
that'd be
leeches
great.
on your back, right? She'll throw sand in your eyes. Now that's a good time.
See,
Right?
look, you got no problem talking about this stuff. So
Ah,
you go to
sure.
a counselor, you just clean it up a little
A
bit,
what?
you'll be fine.
A what?
Why are you so worried about going to a counselor for? What's the big deal?
Counselors are dangerous people. They're ill. Anybody who'd want to be a counselor is probably mentally ill in the first place.
How do you figure that?
Last time I was at a counselor was when I was going to school up in Barrie when I was a kid. Little kid, I get called down there for being disruptive or something like that, right? I'm sitting in the counselor's office and they start asking me questions about stuff that's none of their goddamn business. Systematically breaking me down until I was a puddle. You know what I did? I escaped. I jumped out the window, was on the 2nd floor, landed in a hedge, ran into the bush, and didn't come out of the bush for 2 days.
Well, just make sure you don't find a counselor who's on like the 8th floor or somewhere.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's strange. I don't know. It only works sometimes. I mean, the other day I was at a meeting and I only had about 10 minutes to get to the next meeting, and I was stuck in the hallway for 15 minutes trying to get into the bathroom. It was kind of embarrassing.
No. This is a common problem over there in KC.
It is?
Yeah. You'd think with all the money they spent on the elaborate security system, like with the retina scans and all that stuff,
Right.
they would configure a bathroom card that works. Basically, all it is these new cards, when they're laminated, the laminate's too thick, and the card can't. When you swipe it, it doesn't register to the
Oh,
sensor.
okay.
So all you need to do is peel the laminate off.
Oh, thanks so much.
No
Thanks. I
problem.
appreciate it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard enough being a woman in optical engineering. I don't want to sort of draw attention to the fact that I'm like, I can't get into the bathroom.
No, don't worry
It
about
gives me
it.
a lot of credibility.
Everybody's got that problem, and you know what? You shouldn't. I know there aren't very many women on the team, but you're doing great work there. You're creative. You think outside the box. You've got a refreshing personality.
Oh, thanks. That means a lot.
Since, that phone call, since you actually officially got the charges dropped, I feel like I've been infused with all this energy. I mean, not only are things better at home and my parents, my poor mother, it was making her ill.
Wow.
So they're back on track, but I feel like, you know, I've got a new lease on life. It sounds cliche, but it's so true.
Well, that's great.
Everything
That's
is
great.
like, I'm eating it up, and the days seem longer because I'm so happy.
You
and
know what? It was
so
my
much energy.
pleasure. It was my pleasure to help, you know.
Well,
Next time, though, just watch who you sleep with. That's all I'm
right,
saying.
of course. Yeah. Well, I won't make that mistake again. And I'm in your debt. And
No.
Thank you
Listen,
very much.
No problem. It was my pleasure. But I did think of you the other day, though, because something came across my desk. I thought, man, you'd be interested in this.
What's that?
Well, you work with kids, right?
Yep.
Some friends of mine, business partners, have this concept that they showed me.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for investors. They've got a few.
Okay.
I invested.
So it's an investment type.
Well, listen to what it is.
I'm
Listen,
open.
Sure.
I want to hear it.
It's mini golf.
Hey, I love
It's a
mini
mini
golf.
golf.
I love mini
Right.
golf. I used to play in Niagara Falls every summer. My parents would take us to.
There you go.
So,
It's called Prime Putts, Putts,
Uh-huh.
and it's a mini golf course. Each hole is built around the prime ministers of Canada.
I ain't gonna go on there and have some psychiatrist stick electrodes to my head and look in this computer and go, oh, looks like you're a bad husband.
They
Right?
don't do that.
Tell me about your mother. Tell me about your father. Tell me about Uncle Stuart. Right?
Who's Uncle Stuart?
I don't want to talk about it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I understand. But they're not the Stasi or the KGB or whatever, okay? They don't, it's very simple. They go in and they want you to say certain things for their job to work. So all you do is you go in and you feed them the bull that they want to hear. I did this, okay? I was with this girl and she really wanted us to go to counseling because she felt our relationship was lacking in intimacy, blah, blah, blah. So I went to 6 sessions, 1 hour a week. I got to keep my stuff at her place. We hung out. It was fun for a while. She felt better. Counselor felt better. I felt better.
So you lied, basically.
Yes, that's what you do.
No, listen, that don't work for me, all right? I shouldn't be going at all. Charity's the one who screwed Buddy in the nut department, and I gotta go in there with my head between my legs? Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it.
Can you put your head between your legs?
Yep.
It's amazing. It seems that every time I open the paper these days, I'm reading about another politician who's being investigated.
Yeah, politicians and corruption, they sort of go hand in hand, right?
I'm so torn because, I mean, on one hand, like, it's such an expense to the taxpayer, but then again, it needs to be done.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if they don't have these inquiries, as painfully expensive as they are, they're never going to get to the root of the matter, right?
Absolutely.
And
they have to be accountable, just like everybody else.
Exactly, and mistakes won't be repeated, hopefully, you know.
Hopefully.
It's an investment. Sorry, I'm just
Sorry, I didn't mean to make that so...
No, you know, it's hard. You got to just get one corner off and then the rest will go.
Okay. Yeah, I just have to say, I've been thinking about it all day, and I'm so excited to be a part of this project.
Yeah.
I mean, these new image intensifying systems, I mean, what can you do with them?
Well,
It's-
Kathy, stop. Okay. I know you're excited about the work, but you are not allowed to speak about it outside, okay? Do you remember your orientation? It's highly classified stuff. It can get you fired.
Jules and I had one doozy of a fight, I'll tell you afterwards. And I mean, he was pretty upset about some of the things I said to Evelyn.
Well,
But,
what did you say to her?
well, I told her I was on to her. I knew what she was
Yeah.
up to, and that she was manipulative and meanie, and I said she was an abomination in a wheelchair. And
You did not.
Well, I
did
I
not.
was very emotionally heightened.
What is wrong with you?
Well, you know, I
I
don't
don't understand,
understand.
first of all, why Jules didn't tell her that his daughter had muscular dystrophy. Why did he just
Exactly.
leave it until you met her?
Yeah,
It's like,
well, I could have
you-
prepared, right? I asked him
sure.
that. I was pretty ticked about that, I'll tell
Sure.
you.
Is it that
Sure.
hard to be sensitive to the woman's condition?
Well,
But
just
she
because
probably lives at home with her father because she can't take care of herself properly. All right, he is her caretaker, and then suddenly you just swoop in, you know, and try to control everything. I mean, jeez.
I'm not we're dating. I would help out with her business. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to take him away from her. I mean, look, I'll tell her. Here's an example of how manipulative she was. She purposely spilled water on her lap to get her dad
Okay,
to
the
go
woman has muscular dystrophy. Maybe her muscles weren't working properly.
I got something I want to show you. You're going to like this. Okay. This is some material we've put together for the investors. And it describes all the holes of the course. You know, we said
Right.
each hole's themed around a prime minister.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right. So Mackenzie King.
That's Mackenzie
obviously.
King. Now
Right.
look at all the stuff in the hole there.
The
See?
dog.
Yeah.
What's the walker for?
Walker, he brought in old age pensions for Canadians.
Oh,
the
that's
first guy to do
clever.
it.
That's good.
And the dog, totally devoted to his dog.
Okay.
You see the crystal ball there with the head of the woman in it?
Oh, is that what that is?
Symbolizes his mother. He was totally into the occult. He would talk to his dead mother for.
Really?
He was a whack job.
I didn't
I'm
know
telling
that.
you. Oh, it's the whole thing just filled with details
Oh,
like
look,
that.
it's Kim Campbell.
Historic. Yeah. Now this is funny.
Yeah, because is that it? Is that all?
That was Kim Campbell. Is that all? Shortest reigning prime minister in history.
Oh, I
It's
get
like
it,
a
right.
par one.
Right.
Pop. That's it.
Right, right. See, I didn't know that. That's really funny.
Yeah, no, but it's fun. It's fun. It's interesting. And you know, we're marketing this to the school boards to,
Well, that
to,
makes
to help
sense.
the kids. You know,
Because they don't know their prime
They
minister.
don't. They say, you know, who's Charles Tupper? We'll say hole 6.
Right. That's
It's
good.
great. It's a
So-
great idea.
So no, it's very clever. So what do you know? What's
We're
the bottom
asking the
line?
investors for $50,000.
What?
Maybe you should try cutting Evelyn some slack. You know, maybe she's having a hard time seeing her dad with a new partner. That can't be easy.
Well, at the end of the day, Dana, she's still pure evil, if you ask me. I mean, she's the devil incarnate, if you ask me.
Well, I haven't met her, but I mean, just because a person's in a wheelchair doesn't automatically make them nice. I mean, most people that I've met in wheelchairs are nice, but there is the odd one who thinks, man, I think maybe they take advantage. There was this fellow back home, he ran the grocery store. Now, he was in a wheelchair. He was not a nice man.
Oh,
He'd be trying to,
yeah?
like, pinch the girls and stuff like that. He was a pretty
Oh.
sleazy character.
There you go.
Yeah,
There,
yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
just she galls me, you know?
Yeah.
She just galls me.
Well, it's too bad. But you know what, really, maybe you can't let this go on. You've got to clear the air. Like, if you let these feelings of resentment towards her build up, you're going to ruin the relationship that you have with Jules. You got to be honest, right?
Right.
Get it out.
You know what? Best of luck with the whole situation.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice to see you again.
Oh, yeah, you too. Well, you know, I must say, Brenda, I mean, it sounds like she's a real piece of work, and I understand what that's all about, but if you don't put your feelings aside about this girl, you're gonna lose Jules.
Go see this counselor. It's easy.
No. ain't
Hey,
doing
Johnny.
it. Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that I've had a great time playing with the band. It's been a
Oh,
lot of
very
fun.
on.
But I think, you know what? Tammy doesn't need me anymore. She's doing really well on her
Well,
own. And look, I will play the first night of the food court gig with you guys, all right? And I'll still keep teaching Tammy, but, you know, I got to worry about my own career as well.
Hey, what are you talking about? You're McLaughlin now. You're in the band.
You know what? I'll always be a McLaughlin at heart. All right, buddy?
Come on, what are you saying?
All right.
Come on, no, we got.
All right.
Hey,
Okay.
dang now. Wait. Another one leaving me. You see that? Another one walking away.
Do you think
That's
that
terrible.
reason might be because of you at all, buddy?
Aye?
Do you think what reason do you think they're leaving?
I don't know, cause they're women. They're hysterical.
I'll tell you something. If you want to keep your wife, you go to see this counselor.
Ah.
okay? You got a choice, man. That's all it's gonna take. You love her, don't you?
Ah.
If you love her, you got to do it. That's all she's asking.
I'm so sorry. I never should have said anything. You're absolutely right. I'm so sorry.
Kathy, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's me, okay? I'm not Wexler, right? I'm not. I mean, just be careful,
Wexler.
okay? If I was Wexler,
Yeah.
you'd be out of a job and you'd be very unhappy, and I wouldn't have a great engineer to be working with, okay? So don't worry about it. Just be a little bit careful.
Thanks.
Okay? And you know what? Don't worry about it. Almost everybody on this train doesn't know that I work really for doing.
Really?
Yeah, guidance systems for missiles, tank, imaging systems.
You have to cover that up every day?
Yeah. Yeah, you get used to it. It's okay. Nobody really
I
cares.
gotta get used to it.
And I think there you go. One unlaminated pass card.
Thanks. Seriously, Randy. Thanks for everything. Now it'll work.
It should.
$20,000.
I know.
That's a lot of money for anybody.
You know what? But these guys who are putting this together are so smart.
I hope so. I mean,
when this
they're
is a
asking
success, I know they're asking for a lot, but they've got franchise plans for right across Canada. They're going international to the United States with President's Mini Putt.
Okay,
they're going to
they've got
Saudi
plans.
Arabia doing the whole,
So they've got
Eastern-
plans,
It's going to be huge. The upside is incredible. I have a story from an uncle of mine, that's a friend of Ted Rogers.
What, the cable guy?
The cable guy. Ted goes to this man in the early days of cable and says, why don't you invest in this? It's the next big thing. My uncle says, why would people pay for television when they can get it for free? He doesn't. What I'm saying.
I hear you.
Man.
So he's kicking himself.
Oh.
So you're telling me that this is as big as cable, or it's going to be as big as cable?
Listen to me. Did you trust me with your case?
I do. That's why I'm just clarifying here because
Trust me on this.
I do trust you that much. The money isn't that big a deal. I just need you to tell me it's a sure thing. And if you do, then I'm in.
David, this is a sure thing.
Then I'm in.
You won't regret it, my
And
friend.
thank you for thinking of me.
You won't regret it.
I hope not.
Did I tell you about the 12th hole? The Jean Chrétien hole?
No.
You've got to actually hunt for where the hole is.
That's
Very
dirty.
clever.
Right.
There's a lot of hidden bunkers, too.